Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And as you know, people are always talking about the new JBL Flip 7. And as you can see or you can hear, the most reviews are just unboxing. So let's find out about this product together with me.
I've actually been using this little beast as my daily driver for the last 5 months. I've taken it to the beach, dropped it in the sand, and used it in my shower every single morning. Is it still the king of portable speakers in 2026, or is the AI hype just marketing? Let's dive into the long-term reality of the JBL Flip 7. When I first pulled the Flip 7 out of the box, my first thought was, it feels familiar but more refined. JBL hasn't reinvented the wheel here, but they've perfected it. It has that signature rugged weight, about 500 grams, that makes it feel like it can survive a drop without looking like a toy. The tactile buttons have a satisfying click, and that new silicone strap feels much more durable than the older shoelace-style strings we saw on previous generations. It's small enough to fit in a cup holder, but it feels like it's built for war. Design-wise, the Flip 7 stays true to its roots with that classic cylindrical shape. However, the side caps are now reinforced with a higher grade rubber. The biggest change? The IP68 rating. Previous models were waterproof, but the Flip 7 is now fully dust-tight and can survive being submerged deeper for longer. After 5 months of throwing this in my backpack with keys and chargers, the fabric mesh hasn't frayed once. It still looks brand new, which says a lot about JBL's choice of materials this year. Now let's talk about the tech inside. The headline feature this year is AI Sound Boost. Essentially, the speaker uses an algorithm to predict driver movement and power response in real time. The result? Much cleaner audio at high volumes. Usually, these small speakers start to crack or distort at 90% volume, but not the Flip 7. Then there's Auracast. This is a game changer for 2026. I've used it to sync up with my friend's JBL Party Box, and the connection was seamless. No lag, no stutter. Whether you're listening to a podcast or heavy EDM, the dual passive radiators provide a bass response that punches way above its weight class. It's not just loud, it's deep. After 5 months, here is the truth. The battery life is rated at 12 hours, but in my experience, if you're playing at 50% volume, you can easily squeeze out 14 to 15 hours. What surprised me most was the Bluetooth 5.3 stability. I can leave my phone in the kitchen and take the speaker to the balcony without a single dropout. The only downside? It doesn't have a 3.5mm jack anymore. Everything is USB-C or Bluetooth. While that's the standard now, it's something to keep in mind if you have older gear. But for a modern professional or a student, the convenience of the fast-charging USB-C port outweighs the loss of the aux cord. Currently, the JBL Flip 7 sits at around $140. It's not the cheapest budget speaker, but it is the best value speaker. Who is this for? If you are a traveler, a hiker, or someone who wants a speaker that can fall off a table and keep playing like nothing happened, this is for you. If you already own a Flip 6, the jump might feel small, but for anyone on a Flip 4 or 5, or looking for their first real speaker, this is the gold standard. So that's my 5-month deep dive. The JBL Flip 7 isn't just a speaker, it's a tank with a subwoofer. If you found this review helpful, hit that like button and let me know in the comments. What's your go-to song to test out a new speaker? I'll see you in the next one. Peace!